welcome for jumping back in to the market updates. We're gonna do a market update today. Let's see the markets, where they're heading to. It's really chopping around. We had a nice run, and what's going to happen next? Well, let's start with a total, because I'm seeing some questions about the total of the charts being shared over there. Well, we had this trending line, we broke out, and we even broke the 200 EMA. We now retested it perfectly, and like you see over here, well, now is the question, is it gonna hold, yes or no? But let's just don't forget that we broke it up. We're retesting it now. If we get like a strong jump up from here, well, that's a nice confirmation. But if we don't and we come back, we can also retest the breakout or the indicator over here. So this is the total. Let's go quickly further. The US 500. Well, guys, the US 500. Well, we've got the. Oh, it's really so. I'm seeing all on YouTube the shillers now talking about this one, about this breakout that we have been trading for, like, what is it? For a year now almost. We're trading this chart. And now suddenly they're talking about it's breaking out. I've never heard them talk about the US 500 in my life, but now they're talking about this line and it's breaking out. They just, you know, every bullish sign that there is in the market, and they can show you a chart from which you can become bullish, they will show it to you. If there is some shit chart, some chart called the US shit chart, and it's showing some bullishness or some breakout they find on Twitter or they found on other YouTube TA analysts, they will copy it and they will show it to you. Look, it's breaking out. Yeah, it's time to buy. I told you. I told you. Well, enough of that shit. Guys, remember, we had this fake out on the weekly. You know, we broke out pretty strong over here. But it was a fake out. So for this one also, we didn't close it yet. Until Friday, it isn't closed yet. This thing, the same that happened over here, could happen over here. So keep this in mind. And I know there are a lot of people bullish and changing trend and changing this, changing that. No, 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 no. My macro is 100% bearish. Doesn't mean that we can't get a fake and go up here and then come down, for sure. And if it would be confirmed, I will trade the shit out of this, because I had some issues on Twitter also. There were some guys telling me, wait a minute, MB, how is it possible that you're bullish? Oh, guys, I am bearish on the macro. I think, and I'm also, that's what I'm very confident in it, that the S&P needs to nosedive or needs to crash, one of the two. From there on, that's when I start being bullish midterm, long term. As long as that doesn't happen, I will remain bearish. But when things start heating up and going up, that's when I start trading, and I will not let the FOMO guys go without me. So when the FOMO hits in, like I've shared the past weeks, I've also shared the indicator. Trade the indicator. Just trade, buy breakouts. Just take what you can take. They're not going to make gains without me. So please understand the difference between macro and micro. On the micro, I can be super bullish, and I will trade and buy in heavy, and I jump out also very fast when I make decent gains, like we did past weeks on Bitcoin. But that's, so just to have that clear. So for now, this candle didn't close yet. So this is something we have to, is this candle going to close above the line? Like we had this one, this was a fake out, and this one also. It broke out and then it came down and closed over here. So for now, what is going to happen now? In my opinion, on the lower time frame when I've been charting, I need this thing to come up a little bit more, and from there on we're gonna reject lower. But it's all we just don't know, but we're above the indicator. As long as we're above it, we have bullish, and we're also above the two. Oh, guys, about the indicator. a buddy of mine changed some things about the indicator, and I asked him to add the 200 EMA. Why am I adding this? Because if you go to the, let's go to the Bitcoin chart. If we would go to the lower time frames, like the 15 minutes, there is always a written rule in trading. I think that a lot of people know this rule, that do trade, and professional traders. You short when you're below the 200 EMA, and you long when you're above it. I don't do this, by the way. I trade how I want and when I want. I don't short, so that's for me a no-go. But if I'm buying, I don't care. Even if this thing is above, I buy. But I know what I'm doing. But if you want to be safe and you want to follow the mass, most people, retailers, they don't short or they don't long as we're below the 200 EMA. It's just to be safe. In my opinion, you shouldn't leverage trade at all. But if you're doing it, we can nothing to change about that, because there are a lot of people just don't have enough money to trade on spot. So if you're doing it, this one, if it's above it, then you only short when, for example, we're gonna close a 15 over here. Let me give an example. And then over here it's closed, and then you enter a short. But if this thing is beneath it, like let me go to the 4 hour, because or the 1 hour. Here it's very low, so over here this means you don't short it. If you're trading higher time frames, you don't short it, you only long from here. But it's, for me, it's a 15 minutes. I like the 15 minutes a lot for trading, because it gives me the best price action. So that's about that. So let's not waste too much time about this. Let's go to here. Well, guys, there was a tweet. Let me find it. This tweet, yes, this chart was shared when the FOMO was in. It was just pumping like hell, and I've received a lot of DMs from the retail fam thanking me for this chart. And this chart was so important for many retailers, guys. Don't underestimate this, because when this thing is just pumping up, this was just incredible. You have to understand that a lot of retailers are on the sideline and they didn't trade this move. And when it was over here, they start getting emotional, and the greed takes over, and it tells them, come on, jump in, jump in, jump in. In your mind, it's going to pump. It's going to 26, 27, 28, 30. I don't know what. I missed it. There was one guy, I know he's watching this video. He will be watching this video too. He has sent me a very long DM. He told me, you cannot imagine how important this chart was for me, because this chart was what stopped me from buying in, and I was going to buy in big in the FOMO that was going on, and I was buying in big at the top at 23.2 or 3 or something like that. He told me I was going to buy in. When I saw your tweet and I saw your chart, it gave me some peace in my mind. And even if it would have broke up over here and went to 25, I would have peace with it. Why? Because you showed me that this was a resistance level. You showed me that, and that gave me peace in my mind, because I couldn't see any resistance level. And everywhere he was looking, also on Twitter and on YouTube, the only thing he was seeing was, we're pumping, we bottomed out and we're going to the moon. He told me this chart is what stopped me from making big losses short term. So let's go back to the chart. So this is for now valid, and I wanted to talk about another chart. I've tweeted this in the morning. This one, I tweeted this in the morning. I was just eyeing the charts, and I put it on the 4 hour, and I saw this, and then I thought to myself, this is a possible shoulder ahead, another shoulder, and the neckline. Well, this looks very nice for a breakdown to wreck some retailers. Come back over here, do something like this, dead cat bounce, and then boom, and then breaking down. I just saw this, guys. I was thinking, okay, I need all these FOMO guys. I need to wake them a bit up, because this is what I do. This is also, by the way, guys, what made me the biggest gains. Seeing patterns that didn't happen yet. Do I have a crystal ball? No. Is this going to work out? I really don't know. I really don't know, and I don't care also. But what I do is I create these things and I see them just in case they do work out, because a lot of patterns you have to recognize them before they happen and not when they already happened. So that's the difference between a good trader and a bad trader. You have to always look for the patterns that are in the making, and when you can act on them in that same making, that's when you make the biggest gains. So this is just a probability, but what I also like is when I share this tweet, a lot of people, they you see, unfollow, and I love this, by the way, because if I have followers that are watching, I give them this probability. I'm not saying that this thing is going to work out, because I'm not a technical analyst based on one chart to determine if it's going to work out or not. It has to be connected to a lot of other charts. But this chart, there are some people that they just have FOMO. They only want to go up. They don't want to come down. So when they see a chart like this, they unfollow. Well, please keep on following, guys, because I really don't need any one of you that doesn't want to see the other side of the road, because this is reality. This is how you must be. If you only want to see one side, the bullish or the bearish side, well, not over here, not over here, not over here, not over here. You're at the wrong place, very, very wrong place here. Okay, let's go to the next chart. What was I going to do the next? Yes, the DXY. Well, this is really, this thing, from the moment I divorced it shit over here, this thing is just going down, 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 down. Does it mean that it's just going to zero? No. There will be a moment that it will bounce up, and my target is the 105. So for now, it's chopping around, going up, going down. But it's just very simple. Every pump you see from the DXY is a short opportunity. It's very simple. So you see these pumps, but it's in a clear downtrend. So for now, yeah, this thing, in my opinion, could come back to the 105 regions, and when this happens, that would also mean that that head and shoulder will will work out. But so this is what I'm eyeing. For me, it's just chopping around. Okay, I wanted to share you guys another very important. Yes, I wanted to talk about this one, this tweet. I shared this tweet. I don't agree with my own chart, by the way, but this is what this chart is showing. And I had a lot of comment. No, USDT, it's against USDC, and this and that, and a lot of comments. Guys, it's not about those comments, guys. Come on, be a little bit professional. It's about this. Just look at this one. Let me show you guys. Where is it? Where is it, by the way? Here it is. Here it is. This was the share chart. We had this. Let me zoom out to the weekly, now to the daily. We had this breakdown, and this is just a breakdown of a very long rising wedge. It's just what it is. This rising wedge, we had this break. It's a breakdown, but we also had a fake breakout. This one here. Just look at this. This closed above it, so this was also a fake out. The same fake out could also happen out here. And why did I share this one? Because guys, if you would only think logically, only use your mind, don't hate me, I don't care, just hate me, but I showed you a support level over here. This is why I shared this chart. I shared you a support level. We broke down, we came here. This is support level, meaning that when this gets supported, means that a lot of people could take some profits. So the FOMO move upside could be ended. And that's what you want to know, don't you? Because you all want the answers. I'm not going to give you the answers. I'm giving you the charts that will confirm the answer you're searching, you're looking for. So this was a very clear support level. So if we would come back over here and retest the indicator, and we'll do something like this, and then down, well, this is super bullish for Bitcoin. Bitcoin will go to the 30K, maybe even higher if this happens like this. What I'm not expecting, by the way, but just to keep that in mind, to understand this chart, because the lower this thing goes, the less money in USDT is around. And there are a lot of, no, but USDC and BUSD, guys, if you would check the USDC chart, it would be almost the same like this one. And USDT is still the biggest stable coin in crypto. Either you like it or not. It's just how it is. So that's why I was charting this one. Now, okay, enough about this. I wanted to show you guys something else. Let me see, where was I? Over here. I was over here. Where was I? Was I over here? I wanted to show you guys something. Yes, there is a great shiller on YouTube, always showing this chart, this page, and he's always saying when the long positions are higher than the short positions, that means that you have to short, and when the short positions are higher than the longs, then you must long. Well, I can tell you this thing has been like this for like 10 days. So everyone who took his advice, I'm not going to name, and he knows who he is. If you took his advice, you would be so wrecked, you would be bankrupt by now. You really would be bankrupt right now. So he has been telling you the past 2 weeks, if this thing is high, it's time to short. If this thing is high, it's time to long. Well, it has been like this for like, what is it, maybe 6, 7, 8 days. It's like this. There are some points that I do agree on, because this is just too much. If you look at this, but this is only on GMX, so it's not. If you want a better place to look at, is this one. This is where you can see the funding rates, and the funding rates has also been like this for like 5, 6, 7 days. And guys, this is, if you're shorting the markets, you're getting paid for it. The longs are paying the shorts. That's what this means. So when you see green 0.01, this means that if you would short, if you are shorting, once in 8 hours you will get paid. So the longs will pay you for shorting the markets. And this is really something to keep an eye on, because this could trigger whales to open up shorts. I wanted to show you guys something else, because talking about that, about whales getting paid to open up shorts, I wanted to show you guys another chart. What is it? Let me see. This one. Okay, well, let me first go to the weekly. Okay, I've shared it a lot of times. These guys, by the way, these are just the Bitfinex shorts. These are not all the shorters, only the ones that are trading on Bitfinex, and it's not a big amount, because a lot of liquidity is on Binance and on OKX and on Bybit and on Coinbase, etc. But I know that these guys, these are Bitfinex has got, in my opinion, the wheels are over there. That's my opinion. The wheels are over there. And look, this zone, this is from April 21. This is the accumulation zone. Let me put it on the 3 months so you can see what I'm talking. This is the 3 months. This is from 2021. This is the range we're in now. This is something to worry about. This is something to worry about. Because why? Because those wheels, they're seeing that they're reaching all-time low. We still have got some some space to come down, but we are reaching all-time low, because 450 is the all-time low. Could we just break down? Yes, possible. But as long as that doesn't happen, I have to look at this chart, because this is where they will start. If this thing breaks down, this is where they will start to accumulate short. These guys can hold shorts for like years. So just these are no retail shorts. So they start accumulating their shorts. They start accumulating them more and more and more and more. And at some point it will come up, it will hit resistance, and then maybe they will close those shorts. But just to keep in mind that we are closing into all-time high. Okay guys, well, I think we've talked about it enough today. I want to wish you guys a nice day. For the guys that don't have the indicator and don't have a TradingView account, you can get a TradingView account in the link below. For the guys that think that, okay, we're going up and all the problems of the exchanges are solved and our crypto is safe on whatever exchange you are, you're wrong. Please and please and please, if you have crypto, put it on a cold wallet. You can choose whatever wallet you want. My personal choice is Ledger. I've partnered up with Ledger. There is a link below if you want to order a Ledger. I've got the one of I've got the Nano S Plus. So there is a link below if you want to order one at Ledger itself. Guys, don't think that on this move up that all the problems in the world are gone, because a lot of people are acting like that. They're acting as if we're in a bull market and all the problems in the world are done and there is nothing worse to happen or whatever. No guys, be very very careful, because we're far from any bottom, so they can pump whatever they want, but they can dump it just as fast. And then we're back at the 15k, and then we'll start talking about, oh, maybe it wasn't the bottom, because I can understand when Bitcoin pumps 50% that people say, okay, we hit the bottom, that was the bottom. No, everything that goes up could come down also. So just keep that in mind, but we will do a macro vid soon. I wish you guys all the best. Have a nice one, and bye bye.